Hey guys, I'm Rodin. Welcome to WaterBaby Tarot presented by BOMISpirit. I'm doing the check-ins today. So Aqua, you guys are up next. I'm not doing these in any particular order. It's really whatever sign pulls on me. Aqua, you guys are pulling on me next. This is going to be for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And for those who are new to tarot, please check out the link below for how to interpret tarot readings as a viewer. If you guys have been around for a while, you know how tarot readings work. These are not going to be for everybody. These are very general, and I'm talking to a lot of people, reading for a lot of people. And the way the energy works, it's fluid, it's not linear. So if the rules are reversed, if we have more than one person coming up in the reading, then reverse the roles. You guys know how it resonates if it's truly for you. And now we have a kitty visitor. Sorry guys, hold on. Clyde, please. Do you mind? He's like, I do mind. I mind very much. So also, the sun is like, changing up a lot on me right now. So just bear with me. I'm sure it'll shift out of my face by the end of the video. But Aqua, let's get into it. So the first, no, you can't play with that. Sorry, this cat is like just really wanting some love right now. No. Sorry. Okay. Let's get back to you, Aqua. I actually saw fairies when I was meditating on your energy. So some of you guys could be having... Let me take these away from him. I'm just gonna hide them. Although he's smart, he might find them. Anyway, so Aquas, I saw fairies. And so some of you guys might be having encounters with fairies. Some of you guys might be studying fairies or just learning about them and the Fae realm. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And I love him, so I don't want to put him away. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's sitting on the chair. And already being mischievous again. I'm sorry, Aquas. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on you guys. Let's focus on you. So some of you guys could be getting involved with the Fae realm or learning about the Fae realm quite a bit. Sorry, he just dragged something off the table. So some of you guys, that could be at play. It's also like a mischievous energy I was getting with that. So some of you might actually be encountering fairies, and it's actually... they're being a little mischievous with you. They may be messing with your stuff. All of a sudden, your things might be missing, and you're like, what the heck? Or they could be messing with your pets, because they do that. Sometimes they'll mess with Clyde. Anyway, so that was a channeling for some of you. I'm also getting that someone's wall is being broken down, like shattered. It feels like it could be someone's ego, or like, the whole ego mask, or some kind of wall or facade. But I feel like someone's been holding on to some shit, like really, really, really holding on very tightly. And I feel like someone's coming along and being like, snatching it away from them. Or if they've been like shielding themselves a lot with their ego or some kind of like block or some kind of like, guarding, shielding energy, it's being torn down. Like this person's not getting any choices, they're saying the matter. It's being torn down. Oh, interesting. Okay. So for some, and Aqua, you could be doing this with somebody could be doing this to you, because it definitely feels like an interaction. You could be acting as a catalyst for somebody, or again, someone could be acting as a catalyst for you. I'm also getting that for some of you, it's almost like, how do I say this? Almost like a veil's being lifted for you, but it's like, no choice in the matter. You want to hold on to the old ways of being? Nope. No choice. No choice. Almost like you might actually see something. You might see something or experience something, and it's like there's someone catalyzing this moment for you, is really how this feels. So you might be awakening or having an ascension, or you could be triggering this for somebody, okay? If that's the case, I think you interact with them a lot, okay? But it feels very much like there is no choice in the matter. Oh boy. Okay, let's get into it off quick. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot as your primary. Any messages for Aquarius? Oh, feeling some warm and fuzzies. I like that. It feels good. It's, warm, fuzzy heart stuff going on. It feels good. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why they keep drawing my attention to that. This shattering could feel really good. There might be something about this shattering or unveiling, ripping down of walls or bringing down of barriers, or, just taking the ego mask off, that actually allows a lot of like warm, fuzzy, joyful, childlike energy. It just feels really good. It feels really good. Like I just want to keep smiling, It feels really good. Any messages for Aquarius? Getting a lot of like visuals. Apples and bananas. I don't know why they're showing me that. Sometimes when they show me things, I'm just like, okay, I'll tell them. Yeah, I'm seeing apples and bananas. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you guys need a little bit more potassium. And what do apples have? What are they high in? I think they're high in vitamin A. So maybe you need some vitamin A and potassium in your diet. I don't know why they're showing me that, but they are. It also reminds me of the candies. Like, you know, those I don't know if they still make them, but when I was a kid, they had like fruit candies. They're like in the shapes of like little fruits, and they were just pure sugar. And no one really liked them, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why that just came to mind. Yeah, there's like childlike energy going on here, a little bit of nostalgia as the shattering is happening, as the guards are getting ripped off and the veils being unlifted. There's a lot of nostalgic energy going on here, Aqua. And it feels good. It feels very nice. Any messages for Aquarius? Any messages for Aquarius? But damn, like it feels very like Four of Pentacles. Feels like Four of Pentacles energy, like really, really holding on. Someone's been gripping for dear life to some things, or their walls, or their ego mask, or their barriers, or the veil. Queen of Wands, Aries energy, could also be fire or water. I like that energy. This is a fun person. Whoever is this Queen of Wands, male or female, doesn't matter. Could be you or someone else. They're very fun. They're very feisty. They're very sassy. They laugh a lot, is what I'm gathering. They laugh a lot. They keep wanting me to say that. They laugh a lot, or they incite a lot of laughter. Like they can get people laughing. I don't know what that was. That was a weird noise. I'll just take that as confirmation. I literally don't know what that was. Yeah, that feels good. I like that energy, whoever that is. I feel like this is the person who's doing the tearing down. Yeah, I'm hearing a yes. They're doing the tearing down. This person could even be like a trendsetter, because like this whole like breaking down of walls and barriers, they could be breaking some preconceived notions that are like obstacles within a relationship or a family dynamic or at work, or if this is a famous person, maybe even the world, I'm just saying. But that's what I'm getting with that. Oh, see, there's the wall. Chariot in reverse, Cancerian energy. They're facing down this wall, these walls, these barriers, and they're just like, oh, that just can't be. I love this person. Oh, that just can't stand. No. That just can't persist. No, that needs to come down. We're going to take that down. We're going to take that down. I love it. Any other messages for Aquarius? Keep in mind, guys, these readings are timeless. I feel like some guys are asking, like, is this for right now? These readings are timeless. Whenever you're guided to watch readings, when you're guided to watch it, time is not linear. Any other messages for Aquarius, please? Scorpions and spiders. That might be confirmation for some of you guys. There could be some spirit animals that you guys are harnessing a lot or seeing a lot. That is very like spider and scorpion, like as like spirit animal combos. That's kind of some serious energy, and it is, I guess, very Queen of Wands. Like that's very persistent, very passionate, also manifesting energy as well. Okay, very creative energy there. Any other messages for Aquarius? The moon. Piscean energy could also be Cancerian for me as a reader. For some, these are walls in consciousness, quite literally. Like someone holding on to the 3D very strong. This Queen of Wands looking at this person like, oh no, that's gotta go. It feels a lot like that. The barriers in consciousness. Yeah, I keep wanting to say that, the barriers in consciousness. I'm also hearing new terrain and new territory. This person, like I said, could be quite a trendsetter. Could be the first to do something. Again, this could be you, or you could just know this person. But really not afraid to try new things. Really not afraid to push the envelope is also what I'm gathering. What's that phrase? Struggling with my words today. Well, I'm like, you know the phrase I'm talking about, guys. You know, new frontier. That's the word. That's the phrase. Excuse me. New frontier. This person's not afraid of going into new frontiers, wanting to see what the new frontiers are, is also what I'm hearing. Oh, okay. Wow, this person's very fascinating. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like they're breaking down someone else's barrier in consciousness. They could be doing that for themselves. I don't think so, though. I think this person's very awake. I think this person's very in tune, very aware. Queen of Wands is usually a mystic anyway. I think they're doing this for someone else, for those where that is resonating for you, versus just going into a new frontier in work or what have you. Any other messages? Any other messages for Aquarius, please? I thought it was going to knock everything over. Clyde? Sorry, guys. Can you sit, please? Can you sit? Thank you. See if he stays there. Any other messages for Aquarius, please? Aha! There they are. So now we have Nine of Swords, Gemini energy, which usually is, you know, trapping of the mind, plagues of the mind. Excuse me. Emperor in reverse, Mars, so Aries and Scorpio, also Taurus from User Reader, Divine Masculine energy with the Three of Swords in reverse, Libra. This Emperor's been holding on to some, not just pain, but I also feel like just very typical ways of being, like very three-dimensional ways of being. Okay, I really like really old paradigm stuff. This could be a female, it doesn't matter. It's just energy, right? But Emperor in reverse is very controlling. They're very controlling because they don't feel very secure. They don't feel very grounded or stable. And with that Nine of Swords energy, there's just, again, a lot of plaguing of the mind is what I'm getting. A lot of plaguing of the mind, and I feel like this Queen of Wands is about to break through. It's kind of crazy. This, yeah, and it feels like in the realm of consciousness. This Queen of Wands is quite literally breaking through like this person's mental hangups, like almost like some kind of dysfunction they may have, or just the way that they keep themselves trapped and old things they hold on to that could just be pain related. But I also feel that it goes beyond that. Like again, very like old paradigm ways of being, but they're going to break through that wall. They're going to break through the barriers in consciousness with this person. For some, this Queen of Wands, like I said, is also taking on new frontiers. They could actually be breaking down barriers as like a trendsetter, or the first to do something or experience something, discover something. And while that's going on, someone's kind of freaking out because they can't let go of their own control issues of that. Like for some, this might be a situation where you're involved with this Emperor, or, you know, this Queen of Wands is involved with you. This Queen of Wands is about to do some crazy cool shit, and this Emperor is like freaking out because there's almost like, it should be mine, or I should be involved in that. It's like controlling, right? Controlling. Almost like this Queen of Wands is untamable, while this Emperor is all about taming. You know what I mean? So for some of you, it's in the realm of that, but mostly I feel this Queen of Wands is breaking through the consciousness barriers of this Emperor, like kind of blowing their mind a little bit. Overall, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, Aries energy, ooh, with Justice in reverse, Libra, Nine of Wands in reverse, Sag. Yeah, something's falling apart. Something is falling apart very quickly, and like I said, for some, it could be relating to the ego. This is the Wounded Warrior card. Like I said, old paradigms, old ways of being, the trappings of the mind, the trappings of the ego for this Emperor is falling away because it really doesn't serve them at all. And the Queen of Wands is catalyzing that. For some, this is definitely a split. Okay, for some, this is a Queen of Wands getting away from an Emperor because this Queen of Wands is untamable and they're about to do some really cool things, breaking through the barriers, new frontiers, discovering things, being the first to do something or experience something. And this Emperor, it almost makes them feel insecure and like powerless, and they're really holding on to that like control. And clearly these two can't like coexist or cohabitate if that's the dynamic, leading to some kind of connection between them or foundation between them falling apart, because now there's an imbalance of energy. Okay, wow. Okay, Aqua. A lot of cool stuff going on in your reading. I really like it. I like it a lot. Let's go ahead and look at the wall. Let's look at the Chariot in reverse and see what we can get off of that. I'm gonna use, I feel like all energized with you guys. Actually, let's do Tarot Illuminati. All the decks I use are linked below, by the way. Play with the Chariot in reverse. Play with the Chariot in reverse. Play with the Chariot in reverse for Aquarius. Play with the Chariot in reverse for Aquarius, please. If you're wondering what that sound is, it's my AC. It's hot. It's very hot. And I need to not be hot. So we have 10 of Wands in reverse, Sag, yeah, wall's coming down. Wall is coming down. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nothing is going to stop this queen from tearing down these barriers or walls, okay, or tearing through a new frontier. 3 of Cups in reverse, Cancerian energy. Ooh, well, that doesn't feel super awesome. I feel like this queen has no support. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. So if this is like a new frontier, like a new work thing, or they're just like discovering something, like again, in the realm of like some kind of field of study or some kind of career situation where it's like, it's all new. This is going to be like a very pivotal thing for this queen in their life and even in the work that they do. They have no support. People don't want this queen doing this. If this is a work scenario and this would be the boss freaking out that this queen's doing it, basically, they have no support. And it's almost like people are actually working against them is kind of how it feels. But this queen is like not dismayed by any means. This queen's like, oh no, it's coming down. Try to stop me. Try. It's coming down. Because it needs to. And it definitely feels like that. It feels like it's a must, like it has to. Okay? Now, for those where this queen is breaking through barriers of consciousness with this emperor, basically having them shift their perspective and frequency, this emperor is very resistant. Very, very, very resistant. I actually am hearing bad blood. So for some of you, this could even be a family situation where this queen's breaking through the barriers of a patriarch, which could be like a father or grandfather like energy, but there's been some bad blood that's taken place here. Because again, I feel no support for what this queen is doing, but it's something that needs to be done because this emperor is not in a good place, clearly, right? This emperor is in a really bad place. And for some, this queen is trying to do something amazing or really beneficial, and this emperor is not having it. Again, either way you cut it, this queen's got to get this done. But I feel like no one's supporting this queen. And it was just between the queen and the emperor. The emperor's just resisting it. So I have the Chariot in reverse. So I have the Chariot in reverse. Oh, that's it. Overall, yeah. No kidding. Wow. There's the Tower as the overall energy for tearing down this wall. Yeah, it's a tear down. Tower, scorpionic energy, could also be Aries because it's Mars, represents Mars. A lot of Mars going on in this reading. A lot of fire, actually, Aqua. Yeah, like I said, for some, this Queen of Wands is acting as a catalyst for an awakening or an ascension for this emperor who's got some control issues. So probably also somebody who doesn't like to lose control, probably has a hard time relaxing as well, probably has a hard time not being in the driver's seat, probably has a hard time also receiving. And again, no support for this queen for what they're doing, but they got to do it. And for some, like I said, they're breaking down walls or barriers. Feels very like Arsenal for those who are familiar with that archetype. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's not for you. It's for someone else listening or other people listening. Where it's like new frontier discovery, they're shaking shit up. It's like they're really changing, like it feels like changing the paradigm. This could even be just a collective message, right? Because we do have Aquarian energy at play. But yeah, it just feels like a total teardown of what was, because it wasn't working anyway. Wow. Just wow. Let's look at this emperor. Let's take a look at this emperor and see what's up with them. I'm going to use Rider-Waite. Sign with the Emperor in reverse for Aquarius, and then we'll wrap this up. Sign with the Emperor in reverse. Sign with the Emperor in reverse. Oh, this Emperor doesn't feel good. It almost feels like they feel like trapped in a corner. Like they really have no choice but to lose control and surrender, and they're really freaking out. It's making them feel very uneasy. Tell me the Emperor in reverse, but I feel like they're gonna feel amazing afterwards. Like realizing things are gonna be okay. Tell me the Emperor in reverse. Tell me the Emperor in reverse for Aquarius, please. And like I said, if this is a relationship where like this queen is just doing cool shit at work or, you know, out in the world, I feel like this emperor and this queen are going to have a split, but I think it's really what needs to happen for both parties anyway, you know? Some of the Emperor in reverse. Yikes. I literally was just like, I'm gonna go like this. Three of Swords, Libra energy with the Seven of Cups, Scorpionic energy. Yeah, they are incredibly uncomfortable. I just feel a lot of discomfort more than anything. Yeah, there could be pain wrapped up in this, and like I feel like that's very like subtle, like very underlying. I feel like there's way bigger things going on with this Emperor energy. It's about being able to lose control. They're having a really hard time with that. They're having a really hard time with what this Queen is doing. They're just really freaking out. And they're just really uncomfortable. I just keep getting that. They're really, really uncomfortable. They're having to face some things about themselves that is just really hard for them to face. It's like they have a lot of issues being vulnerable. Tom of the Emperor in reverse. And for those where this Queen is breaking through the barriers of consciousness for this person, it is undeniable what kind of pain they've been carrying around because they still have this need to control, and it feels very fear-based. Very fear-based. Some of the Emperor in reverse. The Star. Talking about consciousness, right? Aquarius. Aquarian energy. Yeah, like I said, for some, this Queen's breaking through the barriers of consciousness for this Emperor. They will be awakened. They will be ascending at some point or have some kind of enlightenment about themselves and about their reality and about, you know, just everything. So for some, that's definitely the case. Others, this Queen is about to break through in their own field of work or field of study. Like I said, I heard new frontier or discovery or like the first to do something or the first to experience something. And this Queen is just on a roll, even though no one's supporting this Queen. She ain't worried about it. But this Emperor's like, I can't hang. You are too untamable. Like, I can't hang. But that's okay. That it basically was meant to happen that way, even though it's making this Emperor very uncomfortable. Overall, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Leo could also be fire or air. Again, control. Yeah, this person's got some major need to control, and that is what is being worked out with this masculine energy, okay? Whether this Queen bounces or is just breaking through their own barriers with them, major need to control. Underneath that, we do have Judgment in reverse. Fire energy, also Scorpionic energy for me as a reader. Yeah, I just feel major resistance. They've been resisting this for a long time. They've been resisting facing where the root of their control issues really lies. And the Queen, whether the Queen is bouncing and doing cool shit or helping them break through their own barriers to see this, no matter which boat you guys are in or experiencing, this Emperor is about to face it. The undeniable truth of why they need to control things, and it's really because they're terrified. It's fear-based. It's totally fear-based. They don't know how to exist without it, but they're going to become enlightened to that, and for some, they might have an awakening or an ascension. Either way, they will be enlightened to this. Okay? Wow. Aqua, there's a lot going on, but I hope you found it insightful and helpful. Don't forget to check out Vimeo and Patreon, and anything else you need to know is linked below, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good night, Aquas. Namaste.